You'll put premium fuel in your gas tank but fill your gut with artificial garbage. You'll panic when the check engine light comes on in your vehicle, but ignore the signs your body's breaking down: bloating, pain, fatigue, brain fog. You slap a smile on, say, "I'm fine," and go back to digging the grave. That's not fine. That's delusion. Your body isn't a dumpster. It's a machine of power and potential, but it'll only perform at the level you fuel it. And if you keep treating it like a trash can, it'll turn into one. You think change is hard? Try living with chronic illness. Try fighting disease that could have been prevented by eating real food and drinking water. That's hard. What you're doing now, that's just negligence. You've convinced yourself that pleasure now is worth pain later. That's a coward's mindset. Warriors prepare. Warriors protect. You don't need motivation. You need a standard. You need to draw the line and say, I don't eat like that anymore. I don't destroy myself for taste. I don't sacrifice health for cravings, because living isn't about indulging. Living is about thriving. It's about showing up every day with energy, focus, and strength. You don't get that by eating like a child in a candy store. You get that by eating with purpose, eating like your life depends on it, because it does. You want to be sharp. You want to be unstoppable. Then you better start with the foundation, not your muscles, not your motivation, not your followers, your organs. And at the front of that internal war zone are your kidneys. They are the hidden engines that keep your body moving, your blood clean, your systems balanced. They're not sexy, they don't get attention, but they are the silent gatekeepers of your performance. You don't get clarity, stamina, or endurance if the inside of your body is toxic and overworked. You can't train hard, work hard, or even think clearly if your kidneys are dragging dead weight. When your kidneys are clean, your blood flows smoother, your blood pressure stabilizes, your hormones stay balanced, your body stops fighting itself. That's when your real power kicks in. That's when you're operating with full capacity. Your reflexes get faster, your energy lasts longer, your recovery time shrinks, your workouts go deeper, your decisions get sharper. You stop wasting energy just surviving and start using it to dominate. Because when your body isn't overloaded with toxins, your mind doesn't need to wade through sludge to focus. You ever wonder why you feel foggy, tired, agitated for no reason? That's not a lack of hustle. That's internal chaos. That's your body pulling the emergency brake, trying to survive under pressure from the garbage you keep feeding it. You're throwing pre-workouts, coffee, and energy drinks on top of a dirty system and expecting elite performance. That's like putting racing fuel into an engine filled with sludge. You don't get speed. You get breakdowns, you get crashes, you get failure. And here's the real truth, your discipline doesn't start in the gym. It starts with what's on your fork, It starts with the moment you wake up and choose whether to flush your system with water or hit it with sugar and chemicals. Discipline is saying no to the crap that's dragging you down and saying yes to what strengthens you at the core. You want to last longer, train harder, live bigger. Then clean your engine. Flush your system, clear your mind, because there's no room for weakness inside a clean system. You can't be broken if your organs are strong. That's not just health, that's armor. That's defense. You won't crack under pressure if your body's fortified from the inside. And the beautiful thing, that control is in your hands, right now. You don't need a doctor's permission. You don't need a new app. You need water. You need real food. You need consistent choices that build a clean, powerful internal environment. Every piece of junk food you skip, every glass of water you drink, every natural, kidney-flushing food you eat, that's a rep. That's a set. That's a win. You're not just surviving anymore. You're building something, You're building a body that works for you, not against you. A body that's ready for war, not limping into it. And once your kidneys are clean, everything else follows. Your thoughts get clear, Your focus locks in. Your pain goes down. Your endurance goes up. Your body becomes efficient, light, lethal. You stop fighting your own system and start leading it. That's when the mental game becomes winnable. Because the brain and the body aren't separate, they're one machine. And if one gear is jammed, the whole thing slows down. Clean kidneys mean the machine runs like hell. And when the machine runs right, you're unstoppable. Because you can't have both. Power doesn't live on the same street as easy. Easy is warm, Easy is comfortable. Easy feels good in the moment and kills you in the long run. Easy is skipping meals and calling it fasting. Easy is grabbing fast food and calling it time management. Easy is pouring chemicals down your throat and calling it energy. Power, on the other hand, demands payment. It demands sacrifice. It demands discipline so strong it makes other people uncomfortable. And when it comes to your kidneys, those filters that work nonstop to keep your blood clean, your pressure balanced, your system alive, you better choose power. These kidney cleansing foods, lemons, apples, garlic, ginger, cranberries, they're simple, but don't confuse that with soft. There's nothing soft about getting up and choosing what's hard day after day. There's nothing soft about resisting comfort. There's nothing soft about making wartime decisions in peacetime conditions. It's easy to ignore your body when it doesn't scream. It's easy to eat garbage when the pain hasn't come yet, but easy's a lie. Easy's the trap. You think discipline is hard. Try sitting in a hospital with tubes sticking out of your arms because you chose easy for too many years. That's hard. Power is not found in shortcuts. Power is not found in convenience. Power is forged in the daily decisions that no one sees. Power is the man or woman who takes 30 seconds to squeeze lemon into their water every morning without fail, who chews raw garlic like it's a badge of honor, who eats the damn apple instead of reaching for chips because they know performance doesn't come from pleasure. It comes from precision. Ascular. You think warriors care about taste? No, warriors care about results. They care about readiness. They eat with intention. They drink water like it's fuel, not filler. They're not out here wondering what's fun to eat today. They're too focused on winning. And when it comes to your kidneys, that same warrior mindset applies. You either give them what they need or you set them up to fail. The world is full of people blaming genetics, blaming stress, blaming time. But the truth is, they chose easy. They chose the soda. They chose the late night binge. They chose to ignore what their body was telling them. And now they're paying for it. You want to be different. You want to rise above average. Then your choices better reflect that. Easy people look for motivation. Powerful people build systems. They don't ask, what do I feel like eating? They ask, what do I need to be sharper, to be ready, to be strong? That's the question. That's the shift. That's what separates weak from unbreakable. These natural foods, these tools from the earth, they're not just good for you. They're proof of your discipline. Every lemon slice, every cranberry, every bite of garlic is a signal, a message. You're telling your body, I got you. I'm in control. I'm not going to sabotage you for 5 seconds of flavor. You're not owned by cravings. You're not owned by advertising. You're not owned by this soft, convenience-obsessed world. You choose power. You choose clarity. You choose life. So go ahead, choose right now. You want to stay comfortable or do you want to be unstoppable? Because power doesn't come wrapped in shiny packaging. It doesn't taste sweet. It doesn't show up on a plate for free. It's earned. It's bled for. It's built in the kitchen, just like it's built in the gym, just like it's built in the mind. Or you show me how you eat, I'll show you how you live. Eat like a warrior. Or keep choosing easy. And break, you've got a choice right now. Not tomorrow, not next week. Right now, every day. Your body is fighting for you. Your kidneys are in the trenches, filtering every ounce of blood, taking the hits, cleaning the mess. And what do you give them in return? Trash, excuses, weak decisions. That ends here. This isn't about eating healthy for a six-pack. This is about survival. This is about domination. This is about taking control of your machine before it breaks down for good. Nature already gave you the answers. Foods that heal, flush, and fortify. But the power isn't in the food. It's in your hands. Your fork is a weapon. Your choices are your armor. Every lemon, every clove of garlic, every glass of water. That's a rep. That's an act of war against weakness. So decide, be soft, stay broken, or eat like your life depends on it. Because it does. You want easy or you want power. Because they don't live in the same place. You can't eat like everyone else and expect to be more than everyone else. These natural kidney cleansing foods, they're simple, but they're not easy. Easy is fast food. Easy is skipping meals. Easy is blaming your cravings. Power is choice. Power is consistency. Power is discipline in the face of weakness. You think it's hard to eat lemons, garlic, apples, and ginger. You think that's pain. That's not pain. That's progress. That's how you take back control. You fuel with intention or you fall with regret. Every time you pick up something natural, you're saying, I'm not owned by cravings. I'm not owned by comfort. You want to be high performance. You want strength, clarity, stamina. Then you make the hard choices. You drink the damn water. You squeeze the lemon. You pass the sugar and salt and you eat like your kidneys are sacred because they are. This isn't about some diet trend. This is about legacy, about showing up with full force here. The world doesn't need another average person breaking down early. It needs warriors. It needs people who take control, who choose effort over ease, fuel over fantasy. You're not here to be soft. You're here to be powerful. And that power starts on your plate. Nature gave you the weapons. Use them. You say you want to be strong. You say you want to be healthy. You talk about taking control of your life, your body, your destiny. But here's the truth. You already have the tools. You already have the weapons. They're not locked in some lab here. They're not hidden behind some paywall. They're in your kitchen. They're in your grocery store. Lemons, cranberries, garlic, ginger, apples. These aren't just fruits and roots. These are biological weapons crafted by nature to cleanse your system and fire up your kidneys. But instead of using them, you keep choosing weakness. You keep reaching for processed trash that clogs your system and slows you down. You keep acting like you need some miracle product or secret supplement when the truth is right in front of you. You just don't have the discipline to pick it up and use it. Lemons flush toxins. They stop kidney stones from forming. One slice of lemon in your water every morning, that's a move. That's a rep. It's not fancy, it's not glamorous, but it works. That's what winning looks like. You want to keep your kidneys clean. Drink lemon water like it's a ritual, not a recommendation. Cranberries, not that sugary juice in a plastic bottle, real cranberries. They go to war inside you, scrubbing out bacteria, keeping your urinary tract strong. You think pain is showing up to train when you're tired. Try passing a kidney stone because you ignored your diet for years. That's pain. Garlic, yeah, it stinks, but it also destroys inflammation. It boosts your immunity and fights high blood pressure, which crushes your kidneys over time. But you're too soft to chew a clove. You're too worried about your breath to do what's right. That's why you're stuck. Ginger, not the candy kind, the raw, burning, real stuff. It's a powerhouse. It fights oxidative stress. It supports digestion. It helps the kidneys process waste. But people want comfort, not challenge. They want sweet, not sharp. They want soft, not strong. Apples, you eat them or you make excuses. They're full of pectin, a fiber that binds to toxins and drags them out of your body like a soldier dragging a wounded comrade off the battlefield. Apples cleanse. Apples protect. But nah, you'd rather reach for chips or a cookie because your brain's addicted to the sugar rush. And that's what's killing you, slowly, silently, but surely. You're not sick, you're undisciplined. You're not weak. You're unfocused. The food is there. The knowledge is there. The strategy is there. Nature handed it to you on a silver platter, and still you choose the drive-through. That's not a lack of resources, that's a lack of grit. You keep asking, what do I need to eat to feel better? But the answer has been the same for thousands of years. Whole, natural, powerful, not factory-made, not lab-designed, not soaked in preservatives. Real fuel for a real body. There's no mystery here. There's no excuse left. You either start using the weapons nature gave you, or you start digging your own grave one bite at a time. Because when your kidneys give out, there's no negotiation. There's no deal to be made. You don't get to beg your way out of organ failure. You don't get to wish your way out of disease. But right now, right here, you've still got time. You've got options. You've got power. Use it. You walk around saying, I deserve this, as you shove another slice of processed crap down your throat. You call it a reward. You call it self-care. But your body's breaking down, your energy's trash, your sleep sucks, and your kidneys are screaming under the weight of your choices. That's not living. That's quitting in slow motion. You think it's normal to wake up tired, live on caffeine, crash mid-day, and get bloated from every meal. That's not normal. That's your body waving a white flag. That's your kidneys choking on the waste you keep feeding them. Or you've got one machine, and you're treating it like a junkyard. Packaged garbage, soda, salt bombs, chemicals you can't even pronounce. Vascular, and then you wonder why your blood pressure's high, your gut's wrecked, your motivation's gone. It's because you've been fueling yourself with poison and calling it comfort. There's no such thing as comfort food when it's slowly killing you. That's not comfort. That's sedation. You're numbing yourself with food and calling it happiness. Wake up. That's weakness disguised as pleasure. You don't reward a hard week with destruction. You rebuild with discipline. You recover with strength. Your kidneys are grinders. They're not flashy, vascular. They don't get credit. They don't get noticed until they're failing. And when they fail, everything else goes with them. You can't fake your way out of that. You can't charm your way past medical bills and hospital beds. You'll be hooked up to machines, getting your blood filtered through wires and plastic because you couldn't say no to sugar and sodium. And here's the worst part. You knew better. You've always known. You're not stupid, You're not helpless. You're just undisciplined. And that's a choice. You don't get to destroy your body for decades and then act surprised when it gives out. Every decision matters, Every bite is either cleansing your kidneys or choking them. You want to be strong. You want energy, mental clarity, performance, resilience. Then it starts with cleaning the battlefield, Detox the garbage, clear the smoke. And that starts in your kitchen, not a supplement bottle, not a magic drink, your kitchen, your plate, your will. Your body is a battlefield. Your kidneys are frontline soldiers. Every single day, these small organs are grinding, pushing, and fighting to keep you alive. They don't take breaks. They don't ask for applause. They filter your blood, remove waste, balance fluids, and keep you functioning even when you treat your body like a trash can. And here you are, walking around like you're invincible, eating garbage, drinking poison, thinking your body's just going to keep going. You forgot that the kidneys don't have backup. You don't get a second set, This isn't a video game. When they break down, you break down. This is war, and the battlefield is your lifestyle. Every time you eat clean, every time you choose natural fuel, you send backup to those kidneys. Every time you load your plate with whole foods, you're saying, I got your back. That's what warriors do. They don't rely on luck. They prepare, They protect. Your kidneys are your soldiers. If you're not feeding them with the right tools, you're leaving them to die on the battlefield. Own that responsibility. Stop pretending you're too busy, too tired, too whatever. That's weakness. What's harder than drinking more water or eating clean? Dialysis, organ failure, pain. That's hard. What you're doing now, that's easy. That's self-destruction. fuel up or fall down. Nature gave you the weapons, use them. You want to talk about power. You want to talk about resilience. It's in your kitchen. It's in the produce aisle. Lemons, cranberries, garlic, ginger, apples. These aren't just snacks. These are weapons. Natural kidney cleansers designed by nature. You're tested by time. Lemons alkalize your system and keep kidney stones from forming. Cranberries flush out bacteria and keep your urinary tract clean. Garlic, that's anti-inflammatory power in every damn clove. Ginger fights toxins. Apples sweep out waste with soluble fiber. And you're out here acting like this information is optional. Like you don't have the time to chop up a lemon or eat an apple. That's lazy thinking. You're sitting on a goldmine of tools, but you'd rather reach for fast food and excuses. That's soft. That's weak. You've got everything you need, and still you choose comfort over capability. The same way a soldier trains with weapons, you train your body with food. Eat like a warrior. Think like a warrior. Fuel like one. There's no room for softness here. Nature gave you the answers. You just need to stop ignoring them. You don't need another pill. You need discipline. You need grit. And it starts on your plate. Stop treating your body like a dumpster and calling it flivving. What you eat is either building you or breaking you. There is no neutral. Every single meal is a choice between destruction or construction. You think junk food is a reward. That's a lie. That's comfort culture programming you into weakness. You binge at night because it feels good, then wonder why your energy's low, your back hurts, your face is puffy, and your motivation is gone. It's not magic. It's your kidneys screaming for help. You want to live strong, but you're fueling with garbage. You call it normal, I call it sabotage. You eat like you've got a spare body in the closet. There's no spare. There's just this one. This one body. This one life. You better act like it. Kidney damage doesn't show up with fireworks and warning signs. It creeps. It builds. One soda at a time. One skipped water bottle at a time. Then one day you're in a hospital wondering what the hell happened. I'll tell you what happened. You got soft. You started making decisions based on taste and convenience instead of discipline and self-respect. That ends now. You want to live. You want to thrive. Then treat your body like the machine it is. High-performance machines don't run on trash. They run on power. Fuel like you mean it. Clean kidneys, clear mind, strong body, unbreakable will. When your kidneys are clean, your blood is clean. Or when your blood is clean, your mind sharpens. Your energy elevates. Your body recovers faster. You don't get foggy, sluggish, or drained. You get clarity. You get edge. That's not just biology, that's performance. That's how warriors think. You don't train hard, grind daily, and then kill your progress with a toxic diet. No, that's not the way. The path to mental and physical dominance is internal cleanliness. Your body can't perform under pressure if your kidneys are clogged with crap. You think peak performance is only about the gym. No, it starts with your organs. It starts deep inside where no one's watching. You don't see kidneys flex in the mirror, but they're the ones pushing the weight. They're the ones recovering while you sleep. You want to be unbreakable. Start with the engine room. Clean kidneys mean you recover from stress faster. You bounce back stronger. Your immune system doesn't fold when life hits. You stay upright while others crumble. That's the difference between living average and living elite. You want power. Then respect the process. Respect your body. Eat to clean, eat to dominate, eat to win.